All right, hello and welcome to the September team rally. And we are glad everyone is here. I'm Michael Ann, and just wanted to kind of start off by thanking everybody for being on, whether you're on live or whether you're watching this as a recording. And we did just have our conference last month, and one of the things that they did at the conference was they recognized the top people in the company from July 1st to June 30th. That would be 19 and 20. So I wanted to do a little bit of recognition for the people in our world for top sales and top sponsoring. So I'm going to start with our number 3 seller for the year was Carol Snyder. She had 12,326 in sales. And our number 2 seller was Pam Riley, and she had $14,093. And our number 1 seller was Miss Jonya Davis, and she had $26,946 in volume. So that's awesome. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Thank y'all.
That's a little over 2,000 a month, so that's pretty good.
And those sales help, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They
do.
And TLCs and new customers, every sale adds up. So I did want to, we had an actual tie for our top sponsor, and I'm happy to say that both of these ladies are on tonight. We had a tie for first place, and that was Nelda Alexander and Barbie Push. You guys each sponsored 2, so congratulations.
Yay! Good for y'all.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a little gift for our top seller and our top recruiter, which is the 2 of you guys, so be watching for that. And just anyway, that's exciting. Yeah. Okay, so our topic tonight, I know it's just September, but if you have been to like I've been to Sam's Club twice since the beginning of the month, and you walk in and you see Christmas stuff is out, and you're like, I'm still in shorts and sandals, and the retailers, it's like, I know they didn't used to start Christmas before Labor Day. I know this when I was a kid, but it starts earlier and earlier every year. But the fact is that if we're going to have a successful selling season, this is the time to start, okay? I know there are people that wait till the last minute, and we can always catch those people later, but we have to start planning ahead now, because there's so many different avenues that we can use for sales, and they take a little bit of planning and a little bit of preparation. So what we're going to do tonight is we're just going to give you guys some ideas. We're not saying you have to do any or all of these. If you just pick one idea and run with it, then hey, you're ahead of the pack, because people start to see Christmas because it's out at the retail stores, and then they start to think about Christmas, and they already start making decisions about what they might want to purchase. Some people actually have started shopping. Personally, I don't start shopping this early, but we also, a lot of people would rather support small business or people that they know, or direct sales. But there's also people that would just rather get online and order everything. So what we want to do is give everybody these options, because yes, people can get on our website and shop and it comes right to their door. But the other things that we want to suggest, we actually do all of the work and we deliver. So anyway, just again, be thinking about what might work for you as we go over this. And I'm going to turn it over to Jonya, and she's going to share a couple things. Are you ready for me to pull up those forms?
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
All right.
While she's doing that, what I was thinking about is that if we begin to think now about what a plan is, then it's going to help us not to be so frustrated and just so like, oh, I wish I'd have done this. And so I found, and some of you have seen this is things that we've had for a while through the years, but this is a holiday wish list. And so, the who, what, when, how, why thing. This is, I think, if we begin to think, who am I familiar with, and what's out there to this month. I know this year is going to be so different, but first of all, just kind of go through. I found this list, and you can add to it or take away from it. But it's, your mom-in-law, your sister-in-law, it's what we know. It's nothing different. but maybe there are some of these people that you have not shared. They were maybe with the other company and you just have not shared Truara. Well, this is going to be an opportunity for us to say, you know, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute. I want this September, like who? Okay, this is our who list. And then like why? And I've got some people that have not tried Truara. And I think, girls, that this is going to be one of the things that we can do. Who has not tried Truara yet? And maybe it's the holidays. So that's what I think that it would be good to think about those people, because maybe for themselves and maybe for somebody else that they know. So sister, sister-in-law, best friends, teachers, boss, coworkers, y'all can read that. Secret Santa, Bunko Club, all of these. Think about those, and then think, I want to add to this, think about the people who have not even gotten out of their house. Okay, you can take it down so I can see their face. And we can send this to you, or y'all can just make your own list, but I don't mind sending it to you, Michael, Ann, and I. And but think about right now, who do you know? So stress-free holiday, who do you know that has been really, really stressed these last couple of months, or 6 months, actually, 6 months? Who do you know that they need to have something done? So here's what I'm thinking, is if we can stop and think, who do I know that before Christmas comes, I could pamper them? Is Michael Ann still there? Okay, that I could pamper. Oh, there you are. Okay, can I see their faces now? Or can you do that? Maybe not. We didn't practice this.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to unmute. Do you want me to show them the other picture first?
You can do that.
Okay. This early bird special?
Let's don't do that yet. Let me go ahead with this.
Okay. So I'll put it back on our faces.
Thank you.
Just have to remember how. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we've got the who, but in that who list, go back to what we were talking about with the who is stressed. Remember when we used to do the enter to win spa facials or spa sessions? I want you to think, like for people that haven't tried Truara, and so they're not going to want to buy this for Christmas presents if they haven't tried it themselves. Does that make sense? So I'm thinking September, October, we have the opportunity, November, we have the opportunity to think, how can I get these products on the faces of other people for the purpose of how can I help you de-stress? Words to say, how would you like to have a do-it-yourself facial with 2 of your friends? Could I pamper you sometime in September, October, and November? And then when they've tried the products, whether it's virtual and we have to be here, and I'm really decided, girls, that I want to try the sample. I want to get, I didn't bring them in here, but the little plastic samples, and put the products that, like the cleanser and the day moisturizer or the night moisturizer and a little bit of the bio lift, let them have that treat from us, and they can come to my house. I can put on a mask to protect them from me, but if they've got their friends that they've been with or their family, they can social distance around my big dining room table. Or I can go to their house and say, you know what, if you want to go in your backyard and while it's just October and fresh, or front yard or a porch, I'll do that. But I think if I love to sell things better when I feel like they have benefited from the product. Does that make sense? So I was thinking that's one of the things we could do these months before Christmas, and then we can come back and say, who do you think would love to do that? Girls, we can give gift certificates for Christmas. And it can be a do-it-yourself facial. And they could, if they wanted to just have a coupon and say, I would love to do this. Would you do this with my daughter or with my sister-in-law or my sister or my friend, my neighbors who has lost loved ones? I do gift bags a lot for people that have lost loved ones. They want something. And so I want us to think that we are serving, and who could we serve September, October, November, and then who would they like to share the same experience with? So what Michael and I have been talking about, maybe doing the do-it-yourself. I'm going to see do-it-yourself facial, because if they have the samples, then I can do it with them, but I don't want them to open that up until we're face-to-face. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and how I thought, well, we could get this on the faces or hands of people. Okay, when you think about gift giving, remember we would have do not disturb holiday relaxation packages. This is what I did have up, isn't it? Okay, so can you see this? It's backwards, and then she can show it. So I want you to think, what in Turara would you put in a relaxation package? Would you put
it up? Do you want me to put it up?
Yeah,
now?
you can put it up. I really liked this because it's meeting a need. Again, we're serving them. What would you like to do what would help you to relax for the holidays, in the stress of the holidays? And here's how we can help you. Now, I would ask you, what are the 3 products that you would put in there? We have an amazing body wash and lotion. We have the best eye cream ever. We have a new, charcoal mask. Are y'all loving that? Yes, yes. So that's just a holiday relaxing package or session. That gives us an opportunity to say, what do you relax in the bath, or do you relax in the shower? What causes you? What helps you to relax? We could get a candle for them. So I just think of along these things of how can we help others, and then give them the opportunity to give that gift, whether it's the experience, whether it's the sessions, whether it's the products. Then we can begin then, and it's not cold turkey saying, oh my word, it's December and I got to get some products sold, or I've got to get a client, or I've got to do this. Well, I think this is the way that I'm feeling really, really good about identifying with where people are now, and then sharing that those experiences. Oh, and the lip balm. The lip balm. So some words to say. How would you like to have a DIU, do-it-yourself facial with 2 of your friends and me? Are you ready to hang out with some friends and have fun? I can help us social distance, and we can do that. Would you like to have this virtual, or would you like to have it live? So I hope that helps and kind of gets the ball rolling in your heads and hearts. Get the heart, and then we'll get the head. We got a good little head right here, right in front of us, you know. All right, thank y'all.
Thank you. Those are a whole lot of good ideas. And again, I'm just going to throw ideas out there and you can take one or none or all of them and just do whatever you like. But one thing that I've done over the years, and I've done it so often that my customers just know I'm going to do it, is an open house. I have an open house every single year, and it's looked a little different the last couple of years. But one way you could do an open house is a virtual open house. Karen did one last year, and this was even before the pandemic, but I thought it was really genius because she even did virtual snacks, virtual cookies and punch. And like, if you were at my house, you know, we would be, you know, whatever. But she was just really creative with what she did. And she did it, I think, in an event, and you know, had everything ready ahead of time and then posted. And, you know, if that's what's comfortable with you right now, you can do a virtual event, whether it's, you know, on a page, in a Zoom, however you'd like to do it, you can certainly do that. I like to do in-person events, and what I did last year, because in the past I had a lot of products for people to come shop from, but now that we don't really carry inventory, I mean, I really don't keep a lot on my shelf. I usually keep, you know, maybe one of each skincare thing, and that's mainly for me or for my demo, or if somebody happens to need something. And I didn't want to order a bunch of products to have, and because I want people to order online. I wanted people to come see the product and then become a TLC or order online or whatever. So I felt like I needed a little bit more of a draw to get people to my house. So I actually opened up my home to other vendors that I was friends with, and we took the furniture in the living room and moved it completely out. And I had 4 vendors in my living room, 2 of us in my dining room, and 1 in my kitchen. And the purpose of having the other vendors was they were to help me advertise. They were to invite people. And of course, you know, right there, you've already got 5 or 6 other people that can be looking at each other's products and shopping. Now, the way it worked out, it did work out. I think I had about 25 people, and every one of those was my customer. So none of my other vendors had a guest, but I know some of my guests came because I had multiple vendors, and they were advertising. I've been in it a lot longer than some of these ladies, and it was my house, so I kind of have the advantage. People are more comfortable coming that know me than, you know, somebody that would know them. So I have already got my vendor list together this year, and I've you know, strategic about who I'm inviting. And I always try to invite people that support me. And I like to support other small business. So, you know, if you want to do something in person, it can totally be just you, or you can partner with other vendors if you'd like and do it at your home. Now, if there are people that aren't comfortable being around crowds, they won't come. So I don't know what my numbers will look like, but to me, if I get 1 customer out of it, it's been worth it to me. So I don't usually like to look at the amount that I sell that weekend. That's just another opportunity. And I call all of my customers. That's one of the times during the year that I'll call, or I'll leave a voice message and let them know about open house. I will also do an event on Facebook. I will text them. So I will contact people multiple times about open house. I've already got the date set. I'm not going to begin to advertise it until October, but I do have my date set already. And so that's totally up to you if you'd like to do that. But I know that people are ready to get out, and it's really safer to get out and go to someone's home than to go to a big crowded shopping mall where you're around hundreds of people. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing that I've done in the past is make gift packages. And you can do any size, like Jonya was saying. People can customize. You can come up with like the pamper package or the relaxation package or a facial package, and you can certainly do that, and the sky's the limit. I have found most people like to have options. So if you just tell them, well, you can pick something out, most people don't want to do that. But if you say, hey, I've got package A, package B, and package C, and then they choose from those, just make sure you take as much of the work off of them as possible. I have had a lot of success in the past doing 12 days of Christmas sets. And last year, I'll show you what I did. Let me share my screen. Hang on, I gotta find it. Okay, do y'all see that? Or no, you don't see it? I can't hear anybody. Oh, hold on. Let me go to screen. Okay, now do y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is last year's, and last year we didn't have as many product, and I was trying to keep the cost down. So 6 of these products are True Aura products, and 6 of these are things that I picked up at local stores, like bath bomb, candle, soap, coaster, well, I say 6. I think it must be more than that, but you get the picture. And so what I did is I bought things that were just a couple of dollars so that I could kind of keep the price low. And that's what I did last year. This year, I'm going to do something a little different. And I had actually intended, I'm going to stop the share. I had actually intended on having all this together. I spent all the afternoon finding some really cute borders. Finally got that. Now I can't edit them in Word, so I try to edit in Paint. I don't know how to use Paint. My son downloaded something called GIMP. I was like 3 lines into the first 12 days of Christmas when 8 o'clock rolled around. But I do have my plan. Let me turn off my video for just my background for just a minute so that you guys can see this. But what I did, and I'm going to put these into packages, and I will post them. If you guys want to use mine exactly like this, you're welcome to. I'll do some without my name so that you can go in and change it. Although if it's not in Word, I don't know how you could add your name. Y'all will have to figure that out. If you're doing it online, you know, the sky's the limit on what you can use. I will say, if you're going to actually print out these sheets to hand to somebody, what I would recommend, instead of printing it out in all this glorious color and using up a bunch of ink, is to go to an office supply store, because, oh, let me turn this off again. Okay, so you see this is just a, you know, Santa paper or whatever. You can buy this. You can buy it really cheap in January, but you can buy like a package of this, you know, like 50 of these for, I don't know, $10 or something like that. And then your words can be in black and you can print it in grayscale. So you can get a lot more, done without having to buy, you know, a $40 ink cartridge with all this color. So I do recommend, if you're going to print it, to do that. So like what I did last year is I had the one that you saw that had the color at the top, and that was the one I used online. But when I did have one that was for printing, and if you were to see the Word document of that, just have words. And then I make the copy on the Christmas paper. So just some how-to stuff. I may be going into a little bit too much detail, but I feel like I'd rather give the detail than not give the detail, just in case there are people that want it. But I sat down and I made up 5 different sets this year. And I'm giving people options. And the first set is a full 12 days of Christmas, and it is all True Aura. The price on it is $2.98. And there are people that will spend $2.98. If they're going to spend that much anyway, they just as soon get it all at one place. And then I came up with some other sets that each have 6 days. So I have the 12 days of Christmas, and then I have 4 6 days of Christmas. And here's the themes. I have 6 days of pampering, which is like hand wash, lotion, body wash, body lotion, hand cream, lip balm, the mask, and the hydrating mist. I have 6 days of makeup basics, which is mascara, blenders, makeup remover, concealer, foundation of your choice, and bronzer. And the foundation of your choice, what I'll do is I'll put in a couple of samples. I'll kind of guess at which color I think the person is, and I'll put a little coupon in there for them to exchange that for, you know, for their foundation. I have 6 days of clean faces, which is the basic skincare, you know, with charcoal mask, hydrating mist. And I have 6 days of glam, which is eyeshadow, blush, lipstick, bronzer, mascara, and lip balm. My regular 12 days is mainly skincare. Well, it's cleanser, tonic, moisturizer, hand cream, body wash, body lotion, mask, lip balm, mascara, eye makeup remover, hydrating spray, and blenders. So I just kind of put these into different categories, and I wanted to show you an easy way to wrap these. And I like doing stuff in clear cellophane. I'm going to turn this off again. Sorry, the reason I always have a background is because my background is not very pretty. It's a whiteboard with scribble and then my window, and it's dark in here tonight. But you can get these clear cellophane bags. You can get them a lot of places. I order them from Nashville Wraps. You can get, they're basically pennies a bag. I get like a bag of 100 or whatever for like 20 bucks or something. It's really cheap. And then you can get shred anywhere. If you have a crinkle cut shredder, you can make your own. So you can either do that, or you can wrap the gift in tissue. And Nashville Wraps also has Christmas tissue, which I I love because you can just wrap the product in that Christmas tissue and stick it in the bag. You don't even have to use shred. But I wanted to show y'all a quick, easy way to tie it. Let's just say we were going to do a hand cream. And you want to make sure you stick your business card in there. And I hope this works. So you're going to use 2 ribbons. I've got this ribbon. And I'm going to cut this off later, so it doesn't matter if I make it pretty or not. But I just tie it around. Y'all see that? All right. Then I'm going to take a second ribbon and I'm going to loop it around. Let me do it where y'all can see. And you can do it, you know, 2 complete times or 3. So I've got that together. Y'all see how I did that, and it's not even pretty. It's just there. Then I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to put it right there where that other ribbon is. And then I'm just going to tie it. Okay, and then you can kind of fluff it out. I know that doesn't look the best, that I'm doing it kind of backwards. But that looks a lot better than just tying one little bow. And raffia is really cheap. Wired ribbon looks really nice, especially if you're doing a big bag. But this is pretty cheap and it doesn't get messed up. You know, it's very, I don't know what the word is, durable, I guess. But just a quick little way of how, if you're going to wrap a lot of gifts, say you sell 3 12 Days of Christmas sets, that's 36 gifts you need to wrap. And you want to, you know, make it look cute without spending an arm and a leg and having to go out and buy like 12 gift bags, 1 for each gift, because you don't want a lot of your cost to be taken up into your presentation. But that's a really quick, easy way to do it. Okay, so what else was I going to tell you? Oh, you can also print out, like John, you talked about, coupons or certificates. That's another thing. You can download and print online yourself. Or I know at one time I had some certificates I think I bought from Amazon that were like duplicate, and they weren't that much, a few dollars. But you can also put certificates in there for like a complimentary facial, or like if they buy the one with the foundation, I'm going to put a certificate in there for their foundation, and they'll just order that after they get it. Okay, any questions so far about that? Okay.
Michaeline, one of the things that we can do also, when it says enter to receive, remember when we used to, I don't know if y'all did this or not, but to take them to your nail place or your doctor's office or other places. And that's why I thought enter to receive a complimentary facial, prebiotic, probiotic facial, and then for you and 2 friends. And sometimes that's you know, if you've shopped someplace or you go someplace regularly, I think that's, I'm not real good at making up these things. I get them from other places, but I have had some success with that. And I think we could put virtual or at your house or my house, you know, because people are going to be a little hesitant if we can't. But I think we could say a virtual spa session, and maybe you could say DIQ that it's led by you, but that's just another place that you could maybe get some clients.
Very good. And the reason that, to kind of circle back, the reason that we're starting to talk about this now is here's how I usually plan ahead. I know Jonya said she went and got a notebook. I recommend either keep this in the note section of your phone or write it in your calendar or whatever. Keep your list going. So now is not the time to sell. Now is the time to start to plant the idea. So men, the 12 Days of Christmas set is usually a man buying this for his wife. Sometimes it's a mom buying it for a daughter, or, you know, whatever. And by the way, I don't know if I explained in case someone's new, what they actually do is, like on the 12 Days of Christmas, they get 12, the gifts are individually wrapped, and there's a tag on it that says like day 1, day 2, day 3, and you can make those as simple or as extravagant as you want. I know there are people that scrapbook that make theirs look professional with the eyelets, or you can just however you want to do it, but then they go back to their sheet and then they'll look day 1 is the cleanser, and they can hide it, they can just put it out for them or whatever. But the purpose of it is, it's like the gift that keeps giving. So like by day 3 or day 4, the wife realizes, or the daughter, or whoever realizes, hey, I'm going to get a gift. So it's like they wake up and they get their gift. So it stretches out. Instead of getting one basket with 12 gifts in it, it stretches out the process. So they start December 14th. So you'll need to get your orders in really no later than the 1st, so that you can place your order, so you can have everything in. And you may even want to put something in fine print about, if not available, substitutions may be made or something like that. But anyway, that's kind of how that works. So the 6 days of Christmas, they'll start, to where the last day ends up being Christmas Day. So I've done it in the past, so I can go back to men that I've bought from before, or that have bought from me before. But the people that I haven't, I usually will talk to them and I'll say, hey, I know you probably haven't taken care of whatever your wife's name is for Christmas yet. I just want you to know I have this really cool thing that I do, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving, and you actually get to stretch it out and make it into a game. You can do this however you like, and if you are interested, I can put you on my list. I don't have it together right now. I'm kind of getting it together, but as soon as I get it together, I can text it or email it to you if you'd like to see it. Do you want me to send you the information once I get it put together? That's all you say right now. They're not committing to buy it. You haven't discussed price. None of that. And every once in a while, I'll have a man that wants to know what's in it, or can he swap? Of course. If they want something different in it, sure. But the price is probably, possibly going to change. Like if they want to take out mascara and put in BioLift, the price is going to change. But they expect that. But now it's just the time to be planting the seed. It's like, hey, are you interested? Do you want to know more? And like Janya, I love that list that she had where it's, be thinking of, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, teacher gift, whatever. I love that list. We probably need to post that just to give us ideas of who, that we can promote to. But just start to, drop that in your client page or whatever. Hey, Christmas is around the corner. I know you guys love supporting local. This is a clean product. It's awesome. If you would like to be on my list of, getting information about Christmas packages, let me know. So that's really all I do in September, is I just kind of plant seeds. And then in October is usually when I say, okay, this is what I've got. And you can even offer, I've done different discounts. Like if you refer me to someone that's never purchased a 12 Days of Christmas set before, I'm going to knock some off the price for you. And I've even done sell 3 and yours is free. Don't know if I'm going to do that now, but used to, I could stockpile when stuff was on sale and I was a little bit more flexible with price. But I've actually had men in the past that earned a free one because they referred me to 3 of their friends. So you get the right man and they're super excited because they don't want to go out and shop. They don't want to have to think about what to get. They don't want to gift wrap, and we're doing all the work. We're wrapping it. We're delivering it to them. They have a cheat sheet. And they really have a lot of fun with it. I had one guy that they kind of did a take on Elf on the Shelf. They had this creepy looking clown that somebody's aunt made, one of the kids, and like the kids would hide it in the toy box because they were scared of it. And when Elf on the Shelf came around, they were teenagers. So they started putting the thing like in the microwave, in the shower, and then like you just come upon this clown, and they called it Clown All Around. And so he bought his wife a 12 Days of Christmas set, and the clown was the one that would give her the gift every day. So wherever he would have the clown, it would be holding the gift. So, to each his own. I think that's hysterical. Elf on the Shelf could be given the gift. So that's the fun part. I know I had a man who was a truck driver one time, and what he did, instead of putting it out, in a different spot every day, is he would hide it like really, really good for the days he was going to be gone. And then his wife would call him and she would say, he would give her hints, and he would tell her whether or not she was hot or cold. Like he may hide it in his toolbox in the shed. And so he would give her hints and clues, and she would go and find it. Then I had another husband one time that they were in the process of moving. And so he didn't put it out a day at a time because she wasn't there. So he waited till Christmas morning and he hid her gifts all over the house. So this can be a lot of fun. And
now that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would kind of be fun.
So make sure when you do talk to the guys, whoever you're talking to, if they're interested, say, look, tell your friends, because they will thank you for referring them to this, because it's so easy. It's such a big hit with the women, and they really will thank you for hooking them up. And I'll give you a discount on yours for each one that you sell. Because you could easily say, I'll give you $20 off for each one you sell. I mean, I'd be happy to give somebody $20 off for selling a whole complete set of the 12 days. But anyway, it's just a lot of fun. So start now, begin to promote it in October. Like, here it is, here's what I've got. And even if they say, well, she wants this for Christmas instead, you always say, okay, do you want me to call you back for Valentine's Day? Do you want to tell me when your birthday or anniversary is? And I'd love to put you on my calendar and I can call you back. That's great. Sometimes they don't even remember their anniversary. And you can also say, if they're getting something else, because sometimes, they decide to go on a trip, or the wife has something specific that she wants. And I totally get that. My husband is not allowed to buy my Christmas gift because he messes up. So I usually tell him what I want. So I totally understand. But you can also say, hey, I got it. You've already got yours taken care of. Good deal. But you probably have a bunch of friends that are not as fortunate as you, and they have no clue what they're going to get. So make sure you pass my name on to them, and I'll give you a credit on your Valentine's gift. So that's, y'all, men, that's the untapped market. And this is the time of year to tap into that. Get your husbands to make you a list of who that you can contact. And they can even say, hey, Michael Ann's going to be calling you about this Christmas thing that she does. That's all they have to say. They're not allowed to try to sell for you. I mean, we learned this in B&I. I don't try to sell someone else's product or service because I may say the wrong thing. So that's really all they have to do is say, hey, is it okay if she gives you a call because she's got this gift thing that she does? And then that gives you a list. Because I've had William make out all his truck driving buddies before. And, I've sold to a lot of those guys. And anyway, it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this year because we do have a lot more product to play with this year and a lot more product to work with. And I promise you, I will share my sets. Feel free to use them as is or tweak them and make them your own. I just cannot promise what form they're going to be in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure out how to do it on Word. I may have to give up and just find an old piece of clip art so that I can go back and use Word. But I really want to use these new orders that I downloaded because they're really pretty. All right. Any questions, comments, snide remarks, anything?
I'm glad we're starting early. That's a great idea. I think we need to do that.
Well, I'm going to thank Karen for that as well. We had a Zoom with her new consultant. She has a new consultant.
Oh, good.
We have it. She's not quite on Facebook yet, so I'm waiting for her to get on Facebook before I do a big welcome shout out to her. But this came up the other day, and I was like, we really do need to go ahead and start thinking about this and planning this, because if we wait till the end of November, we could probably sell a few last minute packages, but we're not going to have time to order and get everything we need. And I do not recommend you stock up on a bunch of product because we never do know. No matter what you order, there's always something you don't have. So if you sell it as you go, then that is the best way, because then the product is already sold. So anyway, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I will upload this recording and see you. We won't do a Monday motivation since tomorrow is Labor Day and we just had this tonight, but I will get this posted, and I appreciate you guys, and reach out if you guys need anything.
Thanks, Michael Ann.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.